Why did you decide to cut your parents out of your life? When I turned 18, my parents threw me the most epic graduation party. 300 people, catered food, a live DJ, ice sculptures, the whole neighborhood came. Everyone kept congratulating my parents on raising such an amazing daughter. You must be so proud, Mrs. Peterson from next door gushed. And so generous with this party. My dad puffed up his chest. Nothing's too good for our girl. We've been planning this for months, but something felt off. Dad kept checking his phone, whispering urgently to my mom. When I tried to thank them for everything, they brushed me off with these weird fake smiles. Just enjoy your night, sweetie, Mom said, but her eyes were darting around nervously. The party cost had to be insane. The food alone looked like it fed a small army. There were bartenders, a chocolate fountain, even fireworks at the end. I figured they'd been saving up for this moment. 2 days later, my phone rang. Miss Johnson, this is First National Bank. Your college savings account shows unusual activity. My stomach dropped. What kind of activity? Someone withdrew $47,000 yesterday. The entire balance. The account is now empty. I hung up and ran straight home. Found my parents in the kitchen like nothing happened. Mom was cutting vegetables, Dad reading the newspaper. We need to talk, I said, my voice shaking. About what, honey? Mom didn't even look up. My college fund. It's gone. All of it. That's when Dad finally folded his newspaper. We needed it for the party. You spent my entire college fund on one party? Mom shrugged like I was being dramatic. It was important to show the neighbors were successful. The Hendersons spent $30,000 on their son's graduation. We couldn't look cheap. You'll figure college out, Dad added, going back to his sports section. Loans exist for a reason. $47,000 gone. For one night of showing off to people who probably forgot about it the next day. I stared at them both. These people I'd trusted my whole life. I had scholarships lined up that required matching funds. Now I lose everything. Don't be so melodramatic, Mom said. You're smart. You'll make it work. That night I packed everything I owned into my car. My grandma took me in. Bless her heart. She was furious when I told her what happened. Those idiots, she muttered, making me hot chocolate. I always said your father cared more about appearances than sense. College became a nightmare. I took out massive student loans, worked 3 jobs, mornings at Starbucks, afternoons tutoring kids, nights cleaning offices. My hands were constantly covered in coffee burns and cleaning chemicals. Meanwhile, my parents kept their lifestyle going. Every few months, another expensive party. Mom's birthday bash, Dad's promotion celebration, their anniversary dinner for 60 people. Always posting photos online about their perfect family and blessed life. They never once asked how I was managing school. Never offered help. Just kept throwing money around like it grew on trees. 4 years later, I graduated summa cum laude with a degree in accounting. Debt-free too, thanks to scholarships I earned myself and my grandma's support. Got hired at a top firm before I even walked across the stage. My parents tried to take credit, of course. Posted this long Facebook rant about how proud they were, how they'd invested everything in my education, how their sacrifices had paid off. That's when I snapped. I commented on their post with screenshots of the bank statements showing the $47,000 withdrawal. Added the dates of all their parties since then with photos of the expenses. Wrote a detailed breakdown of exactly how they'd stolen my college fund for party decorations and bragging rights. This is what investing in your child's education looks like according to my parents. I wrote, $47,000 spent on one graduation party to impress neighbors, while I worked 3 jobs and lived on ramen for 4 years. The post exploded. 2,000 shares in the first hour. Neighbors, relatives, family friends, everyone saw it. The comments were brutal. I remember that party. I had no idea they stole her college money. Those poor fireworks cost more than my car payment. Always wondered how they afforded such fancy parties on their salaries. My parents called me screaming, demanding I take it down. I just laughed and hung up. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting people see who you really are. Now every time they try to throw another party, people whisper. Every time they brag about being good parents, someone remembers that Facebook post. They're still blocked on everything. Some betrayals can never be forgiven.